Welcome, people, to Mr. Opinion, where the male opinion smothered in wisdom helps you make smarter decisions in life. I'm DP, here to answer any questions you may have on life, love, romance, or on things you want to know about getting a man's attention, as well as keeping a man. Question 1. When a man cheats, does he even care that he's hurting his family? First, from the woman's perspective, it depends on what kind of man you're dealing with. He may not. Why give a damn? If the fool had the nerve to step out in the first place, get this. A condom doesn't cover pubic hair, and crabs hang out in Beaverville, laying eggs, having parties, and you're likely to have a few unwelcome visitors move into your secret garden if he keeps messing around. Don't be a fool and keep taking that man whore back. Send that dirty D back into the wild where he's welcome to fall in any rabbit hole open for business. Now, what I have to say about it. First, why is it always the man who is the cheater? 64% of relationships end because of women. Men cheat because something isn't being handled at home. A man will give up his happiness for his family. A woman will do the same as well. That man has cheated in his heart way before it actually takes place. A woman's intuition works on everything, but can't tell her when she's effed up with her man. Many cheat due to having low self-esteem, or they have no self-control or morals. Ladies, how many men have you been with? If you're not a virgin, or if you have multiple children and multiple baby daddies, you can't point your finger at any man for having multiple women. Take a look at yourself first before you point your chalkboard scraping claws at someone else. DP out.
In tonight's Simply Raw News Report, the story is on the damage done to trust. We uncover a tale of promises and broken trust. Nancy, a woman struggling in life and trying to stay out of jail, is seeking a better life for herself. She always asked Julia for money, but never more than $20. Her loyal friend Julia was always there, who always gave more than was asked of her. One day, Nancy heard from an old friend from years back who offered to let her stay with her and help her get on her feet. So Nancy went for it. So when Nancy left to stay with Ellen, who posed as a helper but only sought to exploit Nancy, using her to pay her bills and house payments by making her drive her car for Uber instead of doing it herself. Nancy called Julia for help and poured out her heart about what Ellen had done. She wanted so badly to get back home away from Ellen and her underhanded ways. But she didn't have the money to get there and asked Julia to help, and swore she would repay her the $200 when she got her money. Julia believed her and thought she would give the money back as soon as she got her check that Wednesday. So the next morning, Nancy returned home on Julia's dime for her bus ticket. But Nancy, after returning, offered excuses instead of repayment. She even had the nerve to tell her to get the money back from the bus company herself because the ride home turned out to be a disaster. Now, months later, Julia has drawn the line, realizing she'd been used by Nancy just like Ellen used Nancy. She has chosen to walk away from the broken promise, leaving Nancy to face her own consequences, knowing she will need her again and the help won't be there. The moral of this story is, in the end, Julia's story is a reminder. Trust is priceless. but once broken, it's rarely restored. This is Mandolin reporting. Now back to you in the studio.
Hey, I wanted to add this one last thought before we close. A man, once his mind is made up, he's going to cheat. Family or no family. So really, it doesn't matter. The problem is you keep taking him back. He knows you'll keep putting up with it, and he will keep doing the same thing over and over with you continuing to be his fool. Good job, dummy.